Fabulous. Hello, everyone. It's Lucia. I'm an EFT master trainer and EFT practitioner working with clients and emotional freedom technique. I'm starting this series today with 3 different videos about EFT and what you must know, what you absolutely should know, or what you need to know. Whatever you want to put it, I think it's very important, because when I first trained in EFT, all these things I'm going to mention weren't there, and I didn't know for years that those facts actually stopped me from progressing much faster. And I'm doing this information, I'm doing this video to give you information about how you can really quickly progress, and in your own time, of course. But what you really need to know in this video is about what you absolutely should know, must know, or need to know when if you're thinking of doing an EFT practitioner training, an introduction course level 1, that is usually called level 1 or level 2. And I'm going to talk first about level 1. Would be really good if you do this on your own and not together with a level 2. The reason is because you can only take as much information in on 1 day or 2 days, depending on how the training is being taught. But there should be just a few weeks at least to absorb the level 1 knowledge and the things, especially if you're, the information, especially if you're new to EFT. And then you can progress in doing level 2. Often you can pay those together, but they shouldn't be in 1, 2, 3 days, following from each other. So there should be a gap between level 1 and level 2. And then when you do level 2, you really want to do case studies that that you learn, that you do with 3 different or 4 different, depending on what organization or trainer you work or you train with. You want to do case studies, and so you want to see these people at least 3 times. And there is a process that I'm with the organization. I teach and train with the organization EFT and Mindful Center, and when you're a member of that organization, you're being asked to do case studies, and they give you a framework to work with, and you know exactly what to do. And it really actually teaches you how to set up client sessions with clients, and how to really do it properly. And this is what I missed out in my training. There was no requirements of case studies. And I could have actually, learned a lot of things. Not that I didn't work with other people. I did a lot of work with other people, but there were so many other things that I want to mention as well, is that the group was quite big. So you want to really, before you even sign up, pay for an EFT training, you really want to make sure that the setting of the training is in a small group, that the case studies are being required, that there will be supervision that is being offered afterwards, because you don't want to do this on your own. You want to get together with with other EFT practitioners after you did your case studies, after you did your test, and you want to actually get together with your trainer, and you want to actually discuss, and you want to ask questions. So that supervision is a very, very important thing, which once again wasn't in my training, and I didn't know that something like supervision was actually being offered with other organizations. The other thing is that that the organization, for example, I just mentioned, I train from, is it's asking continual professional development, CPD. And if you hear that CPD, then you know it stands for continued professional development, that you actually keep studying, reading, watching interviews, and just keep staying in your EFT, you know, and accumulate more EFT knowledge, something like this. So you're really staying, you know, like all, you know, with the EFT world, and you're kind of not completely, you don't get rusty, or do you know what I mean? So that is a requirement with the organization I train from. But also you want to really have a chat, an initial chat with the trainer, and with the, you know, the modern technology, we can actually talk to each other, even though we are from a different part of the country, a different part of the world. We can actually see the person and speak to them almost like one-to-one. And that's what you really want to look out for. If you don't have an initial chat with your trainer, it's a red flag. If you don't get offered case studies and a framework to do that, and you know, that has those case studies, discussion between you and your trainer after you did the level 2, yeah, the level 2 training. If you are not, that's a red flag. If you're not offered supervision, that's a red flag. If you're in a big group, that's a red flag. So you really want to consider those things before you consider a specific EFT training. And I just want to share this with you because those are really important things I didn't know. The other thing that I mentioned, and which is very, very important as well, and I kind of hinted on this already, was saying you have a gap between level 1 and level 2. There are organizations that offer advanced level techniques with all together, yeah, and that's what I did. I did a level 2, and a really advanced EFT technique, and all that stuck, you know, like all in those many days was the advanced level EFT training, and it was very not beneficial. Because, and I'm going to talk in this third video about it, why it wasn't actually beneficial in the long run, because you really, once again, you really want to practice those level 2 techniques, level 2, and really get yourself, feel comfortable in them, and familiarize yourself with those techniques. And before you move on to level 3 or any other EFT advanced techniques, and like I said, I'm going to talk about those in more detail in this third video. But for now, you know everything you need to know about if you think about becoming an EFT practitioner. Okay, I hope this was useful to you, and I'll see you in my next videos in this series. Goodbye.